There is no doubt that this is something that might be mentioned in a public announcement. When one considers the circumstances under which Blueface was brought up, one gets the impression that Blueface's mother, Karlissa Saffold, has a lot to say about the situation. I have no doubt that she is completely concerned with what is best for her son, and it is not difficult for me to believe that she is going through a very challenging moment right now. I have no doubt that she is doing this. Taking into consideration all that has been going on with Blueface, what are your feelings on the situation as a whole? In light of the situation, what are your thoughts? Consider whether you believe that he is being treated in an appropriate manner, or whether you believe that he is in the wrong. There is no doubt that this is a viewpoint that is not only reasonable, but also well-balanced. Recent legal issues that Blueface has been dealing with have been the subject of a great deal of controversy and debate, and it is essential to take into account all of the numerous diverse points of view that have been stated regarding these subjects throughout this time period. The occurrence gives the impression that you have compassion for his predicament, and that you believe he is being treated fairly. This is the impression that you have obtained. What led you to feel that way in the first place? It has piqued my interest to learn the rationale behind it. To what extent do you agree or disagree with the allegations that have been proposed against him? On the other hand, do you believe that they are completely without merit, or do you believe that he is simply being unfairly targeted? There is a wonderful example of an interesting point of view that can be illustrated by something like that. It is possible that Blueface is being unfairly targeted, and it is also possible that the media and public opinion are drawing hasty conclusions without having all of the information. Both of these possibilities are possible simultaneously. Due to the fact that they do not possess all of the applicable data, both of these alternatives are conceivable. Could you please elaborate on the extent to which you believe that the manner in which he has been depicted in the media has had an impact on the way that others see him? What are your thoughts on the other hand? To what extent do you believe that the media is only reporting the facts, and that it is his own actions that have brought him bad attention? I must say, it is a truly insightful viewpoint that you have there. It is a well-known fact that each and every one of us is responsible for understanding and admitting the responsibility that we bear for our own acts, and the repercussions that are the direct result of those actions. This obligation is a responsibility that holds us all accountable. Another thing that needs to be taken into consideration is the environment and the conditions that may have played a part in the decision-making process of a person. Being aware of these factors is essential. Is it possible that Blueface's decisions were influenced by his upbringing or the experiences he has had throughout his life? Do you feel that this is the case? If such is the case, please explain your explanation. Do you, on the other hand, believe that he is ultimately responsible for his own acts, independent of the circumstances in which he finds himself? This is without a doubt a very significant subject that needs to be brought up, and there is no disagreement about that. It is impossible to deny the fact that the events that occur in our lives have the power to mold us. This is something that cannot be denied. There is a possibility that Blueface's life experiences have influenced him to pursue particular courses of action, even if those choices were not the most desirable ones. This is a possibility. There is a chance that this will occur. If someone has made poor decisions in the past, do you believe it is possible for them to change, despite the fact that they have made such choices? Is it anything that you believe is possible? On the other hand, do you believe that a person's history will always be the decisive element in establishing who they are? You have shown a great deal of maturity and compassion in your approach to the problem, which is something that deserves praise. People are capable of surviving change and progress, regardless of the fact that they may have made mistakes in the past. This is a reality that cannot be disputed. Each and every person has the right to the opportunity to learn and grow as individuals, and it is imperative that this right be exercised appropriately. In your opinion, do you believe that it is conceivable for Blueface to undergo a transformation? On the other hand, do you believe that he is unable to change the way that he behaves? It was without a doubt one of the most breathtaking realizations I have ever had. Despite the fact that Blueface's condition may be controversial, there is still something that can be accomplished by learning from it. This is a fact that cannot be denied. Certainly, this is something that has the potential to achieve more. For public figures and celebrities to be held accountable for their acts and to serve as a model for others to follow, it is of the utmost importance that they be held accountable. Are you of the opinion that other celebrities are paying attention to the situation and receiving any kind of insight from it, taking into consideration the circumstances that surround Blueface? If this is not the case, do you believe that they are simply choosing to disregard it and continue living their lives as if nothing has occurred?